Aintree, he's 7-4 favourite, 7-2 Many Clouds steady. A little bit of a drifter is Irish Cavalier, and Mercurey, a little bit of support for that one coming into 4-1 from 9-2. And Cocktails at Dawn, languishing at the foot of the table at 10-1.
We've already seen one national runner-up, the last Samurai, run a belter at Aintree. Now we have a national hero, the 2014 national hero, Many Clouds. Was it 15? Excuse me, 15. Terrific performance that day, and he hasn't gone backwards. When he ran in this race 12 months ago, he ran a belter behind Don Poli. He ran very well in the Cotswold Chase behind Smad Place. He bolted up at Kelso, but he didn't shine in the National itself and has had a breathing treatment since. Yeah,
well, I'm sure Oliver Sherwood will be hoping that can get this horse back on track, because that was a hell of a performance last year going down to Don Poli. And you know, he'll be looking for the same again, Oliver. And, you know, we know this horse likes it round here. And
His jumping is mustard as well.
It is, but I think looking at Manella Rocco, he looks pretty fit. Cocktails at Dawn is a horse that's been very disappointing, because he won a novice steeplechase last year at Chepstow over 2 miles 3, where you had 2 Grade 1 winners finish behind him, with Black Lion and Native River finished behind him.
He also won here at Sandown one day, pulling a bus. Good ground suits him, and he's a very exuberant horse. Le Mercurey is likely to stalk. He ties in closely with Manella Rocco on that Reynoldsdown chase form.
He the Rock.
Yeah, he had a pipe opener at Down Royal where he wasn't disgraced. So there are various possibilities here. Manella Rocco's 7-4. And if he's on your tail with 2 to jump, his stamina is going to be a huge asset.
If he's on your tail with 2 to jump, you're in trouble. Big trouble. That horse there, the grey horse that we could see, Irish Cavalier, he was a really good winner of the Charlie Hall. Beating Q Card, that was a great performance. But
stuck in the mud. Stuck in deep mud. Stuart Machin for an intriguing giveaway chase.
Betfred sponsored listed race. And it's the former national hero of Many Clouds in the noseband who leads Le Mercurey, approaching the first of the 19 fences. And they land a couple clear to the grey Irish Cavalier. Favourite Manella Rocco away to the left under Barry Geraghty. And Cocktails at Dawn, who has made the running in the past, dropped out earlier by Darryl Jacob. First the ditch is coming up to them. Many Clouds just ahead of Le Mercurey. Then Irish Cavalier, head bowed low, shadowed by Manella Rocco, and then Cocktails at Dawn. Heading up towards the third then, becomes the last in a couple of circuits' time, and at a steady early tempo, Many Clouds and Leighton Aspel to lead the field over Le Mercurey, Irish Cavalier, Manella Rocco in fourth, and then Cocktails at Dawn, passing the water jump on the national course and getting in front of the judge. Many Clouds leading them around their first turn to Le Mercurey. Irish Cavalier perhaps back on more suitable ground today, having encountered testing conditions when pulled up in the Betfred chase last time, looking to regain the sort of form that saw him beat Q-Card et al. In the Charlie Hall. Manella Rocco, festival winner back in the spring, waited within fourth, and Cocktails at Dawn last the 5 as they take the first of the line of fences across in the back straight. Many Clouds then, leading still, approaching fence 5 now. Le Mercurey quite content to track him. And then Manella Rocco on the far side of Irish Cavalier, and 3 lengths away to Cocktails at Dawn. All safe enough there. Now the second of the ditches coming up to them. Many Clouds leading Le Mercurey still. Manella Rocco on the far side. He's put himself right there. Slightly outjumped by Irish Cavalier. And Cocktails at Dawn observing from last place. Last fence in the back straight, first time around, fence 7. Many Clouds jumping soundly. And also on that occasion, Cocktails at Dawn, who gave it a fairly hefty whack at the back of the field, and he scattered the birch and the dust. Many Clouds leading the Mercurey around this next turn, heading on to the cross fence, the 8th, entering the last 2 miles of the race now. Many Clouds, Le Mercurey, Manella Rocco wide, Irish Cavalier and Jonathan Moore closer to the inside. Big leap there from Many Clouds, soared out over it, attacked it with real zest. Le Mercurey jumping soundly in second, Irish Cavalier And Manila Rocco follow them into the straight, and Cocktails at Dawn under a waiting ride from Daryl Jacob. Circuit behind them now, and they're approaching the 9th. Many Clouds. Again jumps really exuberantly. Cocktails at Dawn brushing through it once again at the back of the field. Another open ditch. Many Clouds from Le Mercurey. Irish Cavalier, Manila Rocco and Cocktails at Dawn. And all safe there. On down. A slightly longer run now to the 11th. Many Clouds. Gallant runner-up in this race 12 months ago when trying to give wink to Don Poley. Leading under Leighton Aspel, Le Mercurey and Sean Bowen in second. Irish Cavalier, Jonathan Moore third, Manila Rocco and Barry Geraghty, then Cocktails at Dawn and Daryl Jacob. And they prepare to embark upon one further circuit of the Malmay course, and Many Clouds made all so far, but Le Mercurey easing upsides him now, and they'll gaze each other lovingly in the eye as they round the next turn. Irish Cavalier holds the rail just ahead of Manila Rocco, and then Cocktails at Dawn. So on towards the line of 4 across on the far side once again. They've got a little under 10 furlongs still to travel in this listed prize. Many Clouds so far touching wood, has jumped soundly and at times with great extravagance, leading Le Mercurey still. And another huge leap from Many Clouds. This time Irish Cavalier made a mistake, and Cocktails at Dawn, not for the first time, was untidy. And Many Clouds perhaps putting a bit of pressure on the jumping of one or two of his rivals here. Le Mercurey is still shadowing. Geraghty sitting quietly on Manila Rocco out wide. Irish Cavalier a little awkward there, and Cocktails at Dawn having his own way of getting over it. Penultimate ditch coming up to them. Many Clouds. Le Mercurey at his quarters, each jumping well. Manila Rocco reaching for it in third, 3 lengths away. Irish Cavalier just being squeezed along now by Moore, and then Cocktails at Dawn. So the last on the far side. This is 5 out. Many Clouds on that occasion by a couple lengths, and it was Manila Rocco's turn to miss out slightly. He parted the birch, and Many Clouds still lobbing along in front, but Le Mercurey has been his shadow throughout. He's sitting right on his tail. Sean Bowen just asking for a little bit more now from Le Mercurey. They've poured it on, gone 4 or 5 clear of Manila Rocco, heading towards 4 out. Many Clouds spies it some way off, and again he jumps really well. He took a couple of lengths out of Le Mercurey. They've got away from Manila Rocco, Irish Cavalier and Cocktails at Dawn. They're inside the last half mile and turning now to face this final line of fences. So Many Clouds, who's given an exhibition round so far, has got Le Mercurey under pressure now. Manila Rocco is staying on, stamina in abundance. Here's the third last. Many Clouds by 3 lengths from Le Mercurey. Manila Rocco only a further 3 lengths away. Geraghty nudging away, but Manila Rocco is warming to the task. Many Clouds then comes towards the last of the ditches. He lands still 3 lengths ahead, but Manila Rocco has moved into second just ahead of Le Mercurey, and now Aspel has to shake up Many Clouds, and Manila Rocco is getting a bit closer. The long run down to the final fence. Many Clouds, Aspel draws the whip. Geraghty stoking up Manila Rocco. He's got to within 2 lengths. Le Mercurey right behind him in third. Many Clouds, one more good job. He picks up the tremendous leap, and it has Manila Rocco on the floor. Le Mercurey is left in second, and the former national hero Many Clouds is back, and he's back with a win. He's jumped them into submission, and Many Clouds back at Aintree wins again. Back in second, Le Mercurey. Irish Cavalier will be third, and Cocktails at Dawn last of the 4 to get round.
Heart in your mouth stuff. Awful fall for Manila Rocco. We hope he's okay, but he was trying to find a really long leap against someone who is just so good when the chips are down.
Yeah, we'll keep you posted. As soon as we get any news of Manila Rocco, we'll bring it to you straight away, as soon as we have it. Great to see Many Clouds back in the winner's enclosure. That was a little bit more like it. And Manila Rocco, he was under pressure from a fair way out, but he was responding. And at the last, you could see almost Barry Geraghty said, look, there's no stride, I'm just going to have to leave him. But just watch, this is what this horse does brilliantly. Just watch the bounce here. Look at that. But look at the ones in behind him. They're floundering in his wake, Graham.
And that's what a really good jumper on the front end can do to chasers. Force them into mistakes, pressurise them. So very few horses in the last 15 years have won a national and then gone on to win one